in your basket list of investment, consider money market fund because this will act as a emergency fund. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how I would invest 1 million Kenya shillings through 6 different investment ideas. I'm going to be sharing with you the amount I'll put in each and every investment, the risk involved, returns, and also liquidity. So consider watching till the end because the investment idea number 6 is the best among this list because it will always generate you more income, which you can now top up these other 5 investments. Let me share with you my screen and we can get started. The first investment I'll put my money in is the money market fund. I'll put Kenya shillings 200,000, which will act as a emergency fund for me. So instead of putting your money in the current account where you won't earn any interest, it is recommended that you put your money in the money market fund because you'll be able to beat inflation. And the reason why you should put your money in the money market fund is because they are managed by professionals and they mainly invest in government securities and short-term corporate debt. So it's so liquid and safe. And you will get consistent return, beating inflation, and your interest will compound monthly. So that is a good thing about money market fund is that you will always get your money back. This is a safe investment and you can withdraw your money within 2 to 3 days in case you have an emergency. So in your basket list of investment, consider money market fund because this will act as a emergency fund. The next investment is fixed deposit account. I'll put 150 Kenya shillings and this is ideal for slightly higher interest rate than saving accounts. So there's a difference between fixed deposit account and saving accounts. So with fixed deposit account, you are putting your money for a certain period of time and they earn interest between 9 to 12%, which is more than the interest that you can earn on saving accounts. And many banks and SACCO offer this. So you just need to choose a reputable SACCO or bank where you can open a fixed deposit account and deposit your money for a certain period of time. So with this, the reward of fixed deposit accounts are always predictable and the returns are fixed because you will always know the amount of interest you will earn from this fixed deposit account. So in terms of liquidity, it is medium and also penalties apply if you withdraw before the maturity date. So for you to earn interest in fixed deposit account, your money has to stay up to the maturity date. Let's say 6 months, 12 months. So you see that for you to withdraw, it will take you 6 months. That is the period you put your money in the fixed deposit account. While on money market fund, you can withdraw any time. So for emergency, I'll put 200,000 in MMF and then 150,000 in fixed deposit account. Our third investment is Treasury Bonds. And the minimum amount you can invest in Treasury Bonds is 50,000. For this, I'll invest 250,000. And this is one of the safest investment in Kenya because you can earn interest of between 10 to 15% annually depending on the tenure of these Treasury Bonds. So usually Treasury Bonds pays semi-annually. Let's say after every 6 months, you'll be able to earn interest from this investment and you can invest through CPK CDS account via your bank, like for example NCPA, Cooperative or Stanbic Bank. So with Treasury Bond, you can build a passive income. Let's say you invest in a Treasury Bond every month for the next 1 year or 2. You will find out that you will be able to make money each and every month if you invest also in these Treasury Bonds months in, months out. So with this, your investment is backed by the government of Kenya, so the risk is low. And also in terms of liquidity, it's medium. You cannot easily liquidate your Treasury bond because you have to resell it in the secondary market. But it's not always quick or at full value, so you may end up selling it at a discount. Another investment is unit trust balance fund, and with this I'll invest 150,000 Kenya shillings. So instead of me investing in just one stock, the best idea is to invest in a unit trust balance fund, because with a unit fund they invest in various financial instruments like equities that are stocks, bonds, and fixed income assets. And this is less risky compared to investing in a single stock. And also, it has more growth than money market fund. So some of the popular providers of unit trust balance funds include Old Mutual, ICEA, and Britam. So with this, the risk is moderate and returns vary, but managers usually spread the risk. And for return is between 8 to 15% annually, depending on the market. In terms of liquidity, it is medium. Withdrawal takes between 3 to 5 working days. Now, let's get into our next investment, and that is in the stock market through the Nairobi Security Exchange. For this, I'll invest 150,000 Kenya shilling, especially in stocks that pay dividends, like for example, shares from Safaricom, Equity Bank, KCB, or even ETFs like the one of APSA, New Gold ETF. So make sure that you invest in stock that pay dividend. Don't invest with the aim of capital gain, because in Kenya, investing in the stock market in Kenya is so volatile. So you should consider those stocks that pay dividends. And in terms of risk is high for this, price fluctuates, risks depend on the company and economic factors. So you should always check out how the companies you have invested in are performing and also economic factors. In terms of reward, we have capital gains and dividend income. So capital gains is, for example, let's say Safaricom share is currently 25 Kenya shillings, and by the end of the year it's 30 shillings. So you see that the difference is 5 shillings. So that difference is the capital gains. So you'll be able to have capital gains when you resell that share at 30 shillings. And also dividends, which always ranges between 5% to 20% annually for most of the stocks in the Nairobi Stock Exchange market. In terms of liquidity, you can always resell your shares. So the idea here is to always trade shares that have higher trade volume for you to easily liquidate those shares. Now, the last business idea is starting your own side hustle business. And for personal growth and high potential returns, we have ideas like car hire, digital products, e-commerce, content creation, and affiliate marketing. So for me, I do affiliate marketing. So the money I get from this affiliate marketing, I'll be able to put into this other investment. So that is the reason why I told you that if you are able to find a side hustle that can generate you extra income, then you will never go broke, because you can reinvest those money in these other avenues and diversify your investment portfolio. So with 100K, you can start a side hustle. And with this, you can have up to 100% or even 50+% return on investment. All you need to do is to learn a skill and then execute what you have learned. So these are the 6 investment ideas that you can focus on if you want to diversify your investment with 1,000,000 Kenya shillings. So let's do a recap and see how much you can invest in each and every investment idea, the liquidity, and also the risk involved. So for money market fund, we'll put 200,000 Kenya shillings, because here we have low risk and this is an emergency fund, and the expected rate of return is between 8 to 11%, and liquidity, that is how long it will take you to withdraw your money, is between 2 to 3 days. We have fixed deposit, which has low risk, and with this we'll put 150,000 Kenya shillings. The interest is a little bit higher compared to MMF, and in terms of liquidity, it takes between 3 to 12 months depending on the period in which you put your fixed deposit. Another one is Treasury Bonds. This is one of the investment that has low risk because it is backed by the government, and I'll put 250,000 Kenya shillings. Interest is between 10 to 15%, which is paid semi-annually. So for liquidity, it's not that easy to liquidate this because you have to resell it in the secondary market and you may end up reselling it at a discount. So we also have balanced unit trust where you invest in a portfolio of financial instrument assets like stock, bonds, and fixed income assets. I'll put 150,000 here. The risk here is moderate because it is affected by various factors, but always fund managers try to mitigate the risk by investing in various financial instruments. And with this, the interest is between 8 to 15%. In terms of liquidity, it's medium. You can withdraw it or you can access your money between 3 to 5 days. Let's now go into stocks. And with this, it is kind of risky. So we'll put 150,000 Kenya shillings. Returns is between 5 to 20% plus. And in terms of liquidity, it's high. You can resell even on the same day, depending on the volume of stock that are being traded in the Nairobi Stock Exchange. And the last is side hustle or business. You can take 100K, learn a new skill, and set up your online business that will generate you more income, which you can now top up this other investment and you will never go broke. So that's all about how I would invest 1 million Kenya shillings. And these are some of the tips. If you are a beginner, you need to diversify your risk. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Start small with things like money market or treasury bonds to gain confidence. Also reinvest your returns so that you can have a compounding effect. Consider a financial advisor for long-term planning and always verify that you invest or put your money in circles that are regulated or deal with brokers that are regulated by the Capital Market Authority. And that's all for today. This video is for educational purpose only. It's not financial advice. So use this information to start your research on investment and always seek advice from your financial advisor if you want to build wealth through investment.